Welcome back to the Nutrition Made Simple podcast. At Healthy Steps Nutrition, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we focus on a simple, habit-based approach. We know that becoming the best and healthiest version of yourself isn't just about following macros, a meal plan, or killing yourself at the gym. You have to look at a holistic approach, looking at stress management, sleep, mindset, lifestyle, support system, and of course, exercise and nutrition. I'm your host, Nicole Aucoin, registered dietitian and founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring. I'm also the author of the Healthy Kids Cookbook, 100% kid-approved recipes the entire family will love. You can find it on Amazon. In this podcast, I am going to teach you how to take one step at a time to becoming the healthiest version of yourself. Today's special podcast guest is my stepdaughter, Cooper Aucoin. She is 11 years old and she has such a passion for helping other kids. It's amazing to watch, but one of the regular conversations around our dinner table and just in general is eating healthy and having an active lifestyle. So today's podcast episode talks all about why she thinks kids should eat healthy and one of the special projects that we did during COVID, create a Healthy Kids Cookbook. The whole idea of this cookbook was to inspire kids to eat healthy. We talk about the story behind it, how it was launched, and what ended up happening after it was launched, which is really, really cool. Well, I really hope you enjoy this episode with Cooper. Make sure you stay tuned until the end. I have a few tips to help you as a parent, or if you have your kids listen to this episode, start eating a little bit healthier to make health a way of life one step at a time. Enjoy. Cooper, welcome to the Nutrition Made Simple podcast.
Hi.
Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
All right. Coop, how old are you?
11.
So you're 11 years old and you did something pretty cool during COVID. What did you do?
We wrote a cookbook.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you write a cookbook?
To help kids get healthy.
Okay, so let's backtrack because there's a story that started at the dinner table, right? Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were talking about starting a business and I said you have to solve a problem. And do you remember what you said?
I said a good way to, or you asked what a good problem to start to solve.
Yep.
And I said, to get kids to eat healthy.
Yep. And so then we're like, okay, how can we get kids to eat healthy? And we did the cookbook, right?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun.
What was your favorite part about making the cookbook?
Well, I had fun making the recipes and helping in the kitchen a lot more than normal.
Yep. And you actually, so you started definitely helping more in the kitchen with the cookbook, but you continue to do that with Dad. Whenever Dad is cooking in the kitchen, you like to help him, right?
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite things to cook?
Well, I love helping cook like sloppy joes and
sloppy joes
beef and broccoli. That's really fun.
Is sloppy joes your favorite recipe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really good.
All right. So you made this cookbook and the whole idea was that you wanted to inspire other kids to eat healthy. And I would say you did a pretty good job. We get text messages all the time from parents that say, hey, my kids saw Cooper in the cookbook and now they want to try this specific recipe. And all of the pictures in there, all of the recipes, you guys had to approve them, right?
Yeah.
Were there any recipes that you did not approve?
Nope. I loved all of them.
Well, everyone that made it. Yep. You loved all of them for sure. I think there might've been a few that we tried and we're like, oh, this isn't
there's definitely a couple that were not so good.
All right. So the cookbook has definitely helped, but I would say you've even helped, other kids in our neighborhood, maybe some of your cousins, maybe our Christy and Lionel's kids, Grace and Grant, they come over and Grace eats broccoli now because of you, right? Why do you think it's important to help other kids to want to eat healthy?
Well, I think it's important for other kids to eat healthy because it helps them like have more energy and like eat healthy and stay fit and stuff. And
okay, so have more energy. That's important.
Yeah, and be active. So.
And you play sports, right?
Yeah.
What sport do you play?
Golf.
Do you think that eating healthy gives you energy during when you're playing sports?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite breakfast options?
Well, I love egg muffins, and an easier one is overnight oats. Those are really good. It tastes like chocolate pudding.
It definitely tastes like chocolate pudding. And you guys this summer are going to start making your own breakfast.
Yeah.
The night before, we're going to make some overnight oats while you guys are going to make your overnight oats. The egg muffins are a cool one because we can add vegetables in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids don't really love vegetables.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you like to do to eat more vegetables?
Well, one of my favorite snacks to have is just like cut up peppers or cucumbers.
You guys eat those a lot. If they're laying around and we have a thing, especially when you guys are out in the golf simulator, you guys are coming in, grabbing those. Or if there's guacamole, right? We dip the guacamole in there. Okay, so you like peppers cut up, and I think that's a really great option for a lot of parents to get their kids to try, right? But cooking some vegetables, sometimes there's different preparation methods. What's your favorite way to have vegetables?
Well, I really like having vegetables when they're roasted.
Why do you like them when they're roasted?
Because they're like crispy and they kind of and when it's like steamed or like something or like raw, sometimes it's like mushy or like really hard and it doesn't taste as good.
And you have braces, so it could be kind of tough to eat really hard vegetables.
I can't really.
So the crispiness, which in the oven, you can roast vegetables by putting it at 400, cooking it for about 25 minutes. We spray on some oil on them, and then we put Gibson seasoning sometimes. That's really good, but that's a really great way to have vegetables the entire family will love, right?
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I think a lot of families, parents struggle with is kids having to have a different meal because they are picky or they don't like a certain food. But whenever we eat, do we eat the same things?
No. We don't. We always try new things and see if we like them.
We try new things, but as a family, like if we're making something for dinner, like you and Birdie have the same thing as we do, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty important when you think about it being easy to eat healthy.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So let's talk about some practical tips. So some easy tips for kids that are listening to this episode and they're like, well, Cooper said I should have more vegetables and I should eat healthy. So maybe I'll give it a try and see how I feel. I'll have more energy. I'll be able to do better in sports, sleep better. Your mood is better, all the things when you eat healthy. What is one tip that you have for kids to eat healthy?
I think it's important to try it because even if like the way it looks, you don't want to eat it, like sometimes you just got to give it a try.
I love that. So trying things, and the truth is sometimes you have to try things more than once to know if you really like it.
Yeah.
Right? So trying things multiple times, because sometimes your taste buds might tell you, I don't really like it. But if you prepare it a different way, when you put some different seasonings on it, it could be pretty good. Right? Okay. Awesome. So if people want to buy the cookbook, do you know where it is?
Amazon.
Oh, good. You do know where it is. Okay. So Amazon, you can type in cookbook, Aucoin, or Healthy Kids Cookbook, and people can find it. Right. And you guys actually did something really cool. The first 1,000 copies of the cookbook sold, you guys actually donated all the money to a local charity. Do you remember what charity we donated to?
Coastal Community.
We donated it to Coastal Community Church, right? Did we help feed families Thanksgiving meals?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Well, Coop, you are such an amazing inspiration. Thank you for eating healthy and not giving us a hard time and inspiring other kids to eat healthy too. I hope you enjoyed that podcast episode with Cooper. One of the things that we love to do with kids and families is something called Friday Try Day. We want to make trying new foods fun. And if you think back to when you're a kid, or if you're a kid right now, it can be a little bit intimidating to try different foods. They look different, they're different colors, they're weird. But if you get kids involved in the process from start to finish, it can be such a better experience to try new foods. Remember, you have to try something 10 to 12 times to know if you really like it or not. And a lot of times it comes down to the preparation method. So let's talk about Friday Try Day. Well, we love Friday Try Day. You pick Friday, and together as a family, or if you have a child, let them pick one food that they want to try. They go to the store with you, they buy that food, they help prepare it, then they help cook it, and then they try it. We want to fully experience trying new food. So we want to talk about the texture. What does it feel like? What does it taste like? Is it salty? Is it sweet? Is it crunchy? Is it soft? What do you like about it? And then give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Remember, you have to try foods multiple times to know if you really like them or not. Definitely give Friday a Try Day a try and tag Healthy Steps Nutrition so that we can see you guys trying all new foods. If you are interested in some healthy and simple recipes, I highly recommend the Healthy Kids Cookbook. You can click the link in the show notes to buy it from Amazon, and it'll come in a few days. I really hope you enjoy it, and it brings your family together to make health a way of life one step at a time. Hope you enjoyed this podcast episode, and make sure you subscribe, leave us a review. We'll see you back here next week.